Good day. I made pickles. Well, I didn't actually make. Well, I didn't make the pickles. The farmers made the pickles. I just made the broth and then I put the pickles in. And now I'm going to eat them. Or at least one. I'm not sure. It's the first time I pickled anything, and so it's probably gonna taste like really bad. I put it in like 3 days ago. It's like the minimum. I probably should have waited a bit longer, but I'm going to try anyway because it's a nice day outside. I don't need a reason. You need a reason, right? Smells good. Mm. It's good. It's spicy. Um, but like a bunch of spicy stuff in there. Like at least one. I don't actually remember what I put in there. That's terrifying. That's very terrifying. But I don't know. But it's good. Even though I think it could use like another day. You're feeling entertained. Does this count as like ASMR or something? Ew. There's a hole. A worm must have gotten in there. Well, they don't actually go in there. They they're like in the. I'm actually not sure how they get into the apples, but the worm the holes are because they go out. But I'm not sure how they got there in there in the first place. I presume it's when this spawn, like rats in hay. That's the cool bird outside the window. No, it's good. No, it's not there. Just behind some leaves. Not sure what bird it is. It's like a bit yellow. But the wings and the bad side were like right now it's gone. I don't have enough room to put the camera further so that I can fit into this little wall is like right there. And my sister's screaming behind it. They're like howling. Not sure what they're doing. I think they're pretending to be dogs or something. Yeah, I can use another day. And the taste is pretty good, just the texture. Now, if you excuse me, I will be going on a walk. I will continue filming, though nothing of note will be said. Wow, look at this beauty. The sky's grey, it's really windy. But despite it, it's still actually pretty warm. This is great for me because that means I can skirt. Which gives me that good China sauce. Yeah, it's just as good as a summer day is gonna get in Northern Europe. It's a nice view actually. Love hills. Not some. Look at these trees. Pretty cool. We ever thought about how cool trees are? They are just this really big gigantic organism. Like if trees weren't a thing, people would invent them, like fairy tales, sci-fi stories. I mean, they mostly do. One of the like common things I see in like spec evil alien planet sci-fi stuff is like big organic thing that is on the ground and you kind of have to step in it because it's just everywhere. But grass already exists. Like, okay, they usually make it more slimy and meaty, but doesn't make it less weird. Grass is already weird. Trees are pretty weird. Humans are pretty weird. I think sometimes you should embrace that. Doesn't look as deep on camera as it is in real life. I think the perspective's a bit warped there, but it's a pretty cool hill. Look at that hill. Looks better. No, it doesn't. This is also pretty cool because sometimes there's a train track and there's like a way you can get up there. There's like this old stone stuff, and I'm not sure what it is, but you can like sit there, watch the train go by. The one train. Is it fantastic? Here's some more trees. Wowie. This is interesting. I'm not sure if I posted it in a video, but I walked that field here in a video. And that was like, it feels like a month ago, but it was like half a year ago. And mainly because I was in a psych ward for like 2 months, and so time feels a bit wacky. But also I've done literally nothing out of school, don't have a job. Which sounds incredibly sad and pathetic, and this is because it is. But I've been just going like a lot of walks, a lot of jogs. When I run this morning, it rained a bit. It's great because it means that it's probably not gonna rain like right now. I think it's supposed to rain like a few hours. I think until then I will be done. Not that I said it, I probably won't. But wow. Look at grass, look how interesting it is. It's like a life form. You can like step on it. Step, step, step. Whack. What's interesting, the field is still like up there, nobody has harvested it because a lot of the other fields have already been harvested. A lot of fields here. Probably try to cover a bit different. An interesting thing, what's interesting is I permanently attached a tripod to this camera because I'm stupid. And I actually put it in the wrong hole, which was smaller for like different tripod models. And so it's just stuck there and I can't get it out without being afraid that I either break the camera or the tripod. So it's just kind of stuck there. Oh, yeah, it's not ripe yet, but soon I shall feast upon their flesh. A lot of apple trees here. It's really nice. Late summer, early autumn, can just enjoy them. Late summer to early autumn is like the perfect time. The trees start getting a bit more colorful. It's like a bit spooky and stuff. I'm just not gonna go there. I'm gonna go up here. Because I have long tall grass. And that's not gonna go. It's just other way it is. like an organism, but you can step on them. Oh, there's a branch on the floor that cut me. Organism, but you can step on it. I'm gonna eat one. God damn it, my back. It's trying to fly away in the wind. Which makes sense because I'm a horror person, no? I like to be alone. So I'm gonna go that way. I take a bit longer ride and a bit more interesting route too. It basically the same port as if you've gone there. Now that I think about it, no other point to get there would be more interesting. So we're gonna go there. Goddamn bag. You ever think about your life? Like, really think about your life? I don't think I could do that. Too much trauma in there. Don't have much space to think. Then especially when I start thinking, oh god, that's where the problem started. Sometimes I wish I could just be a rock. That, I guess it's the only way to achieve that. Then it could be theoretically be fossilized. And fossils are just rocks that have the imprint of bones. I love bones. Bones are great. I have a comfort playlist and it's called the Frog Bones because I also like frogs. It's a place where I saw a dead hedgehog and also two snakes fighting. I then tried to touch one of the snakes because I thought they were cute, and then I think I broke up the fight, which I think is good. I also found a bunch of bloody feathers here one day, and I think some might be still here. I think I brought like I attacked a buff here, or it just died. But I didn't find like a carcass. But the blood was also a bit dry, so I think a fox or something might have gotten it first. I'm gonna go down the cool way. Funny enough, none of the songs in my comfort playlist called The Frog Bones are about frogs or bones, which sucks, but there are not a lot of songs out there that are about the bones of frogs. I mean, there probably are some, but I haven't found them yet, and that's just a bit disappointing. But also, I'm really lazy, so I'm just not gonna. Now that I think about it, most of the songs aren't that comforting. I just listen to them a lot. So sometimes I listen to them while I have good feelings, and then when I hear the songs, I can remember the good feelings. Is that nice? It's a weird thing thing. I'm not sure what it is. Might have been like a stream or something. Maybe somebody just had a shuffle and a lot of free time. This view is a lot cooler the other way around. I went on a run earlier today, which I think I already mentioned. And there it's no, wait, this is way down. This is cool because it's really nice. It's also really green here, which is cool. Because green is I think one of my favorite color. I think it got especially like a darker green like this, like a I forgot what they're called. These evergreen trees. I think that's how the group's called. But like such a shade of green, I think just fits good with me. I've got a sweater that color, and it's my favorite sweater. Sadly, and I couldn't wear it today. So we're just this bright yellow one, which is really annoying because now a bunch of bugs are like surrounding me because I look like a flower. Oh wow, wonder what happened here. Maybe some of the trees just vanished. That happens sometimes, I think. Ah, that's again. Sometimes, sadly I only found some bones. Now we're on the topic of bones. Once here in the woods. A few times. Talking is really hard. Let's stop. No, it's not. Talking helps me sort my thoughts, which is good because I have a lot of them. Despite that, I just don't like most of them. They mostly tell them really weird things. Mostly involving death, suffering, mostly mine. But it's okay. Ooh, a bug. I don't know if you can see the camera, but it's really cool. Here we come out to a big gravelly path. It's really big. It's really gravelly. It's mostly here so that like this forest is not like natural. Like it's natural. I think it was here for like a while for humans. One settlements came here. But it's not that modern. It's like my village is like around 1,000, like 900 something. And the others a bit older. But I think it's not like plastic. Yeah, but it's mainly used to gather wood. Not like a reservoir or something. Let's go that way. Oh wait. Look at that view. It's a cool view. It's even cooler in autumn. I love autumn. Early autumn to be specific. Like the time period between summer and autumn. Late summer. Slug! I spit on the camera. Slug! Look at it go. See a lot of slugs around here? Sure. It's like slug season or something. Do slugs have specific season where they like breed or something? Or hatch? Slugs are pretty cool. Keep going, little guy. You think slugs have words? I mean, humans are really weird because we have like a pretty complex language, and it's pretty fucked up. Like we're not like the only species with a language. Many species have forms of communication. Like whales have a pretty sophisticated one. Bugs have like pheromones or some weird stuff like that. Do you think you could comprehend the world without words? I don't think you can. I think the world as we know it, the universe itself, would cease to exist if our consciousness would be like different. Like, I don't think that would, I don't think that it would be the same. And I mean it in general, like all forms of life, including these funny little organisms who you can step on and nobody will arrest you. I stepped on a lot of organisms to find that out. Yeah, I just think that even plants are kind of conscious. They just don't have words and language. I mean, mushrooms maybe kind of do, but they're like a but it's basically just animals. Mushrooms are pretty cool, especially because they're roots. They're like good for other plants, so that's pretty cool. They're like sharing. That's great. This kind of reminds me of that meme image. It's like a bunch of mushrooms and trees, and it's like sharing resources without a profit incentive. And I thought that's really funny. Do you think a mushroom could be capitalist? I hope not. That's a nice curve. Look how it goes. And really, it's just nice to look at stuff and think positively. I'm not a big fan of like negative stuff. I mean, it's fun going in like a bad piece of media and being like, wow, that's so bad. What did they even think? Somewhere around here, my father mostly just took like a tree so we can eat it for the winter. I think it was here, yeah. And I just stood there because I don't know what I'm doing, and I can't handle a chainsaw. I don't think I think you need like a permit for those things. Yeah, so I just gotta sit on some stump in case like hit a chainsaw accident and I need to call like an ambulance or something. Yeah, that's good enough. I'm surprised you didn't burn your face. Birds. Oh, here's another cool curve. Yeah, I just like being positive in general. It's like life sucks enough. You don't have to be like mean. You can like choose not to. Wow, look at that cool plant. It's so tall. It's taller than me. Which, I mean, I'm only like 165 or something, which is not that tall. Which is good, because being tall would probably give me like really bad gender sores. Birdhouse. Yeah, this place is pretty cool. Like so dark, and like there are no leaves here because it's again these weird spiky trees. I'm not sure what I call it in English. But yeah, look at that green. It's a green that's good on me. mound. It's not really a mound. The mounds have to be like that. Small mound. Moundlet. Bag's trying to escape me again. Which again, I completely understand. I'm a horrible piece of shit and I should just go kill myself or something. But you don't have to be mean about it. You know, that's what I say. Encourage me to kill myself. Don't bully me into it. The path hasn't been there last year. Or like... At this point you should hear like a background rumbling because you're getting close to an autobahn. And it's really annoying. I think it's the most annoying thing. It's like really loud. And it's not like it's reaching a village or something. Because of the trees in the way, and they kind of block the sound. But going into the village. Yeah, going out of the village into the woods is pretty annoying then. Therapists are pretty cool. Even though I'm not sure what like mine wants for me, it just keep asking questions like, and why do you think you're afraid to go alone on a train? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, aren't you supposed to tell me? Aren't you supposed to tell me what's wrong with me? Like I don't go to a regular doctor and they're like, huh, and why do you think you have breathing problems? I'm like, I don't know. Do a test or something. Study my lungs. And then they did that and they were like, oh yeah, you're asthmatic. But my therapist just like keeps asking me questions. I don't know. Examine my brain or something. It's probably because I never been outside. Like I said, I'm from a village. It's like not as small. It's like 900 and something, which isn't that small. It's close to being a town population-wise, but you know, infrastructure-wise, it's very much a village. With the exception that we have a pretty good train station for some reason. I think our village just happened to be in the right place, and that's why I have one, which is pretty cool. So I theoretically could go anywhere, but I don't because I'm afraid, and I'm not sure of what. And like that's the thing, my therapist should tell me what am I afraid of and why. Like it's a job. Stop asking me questions. You know, last Christmas, which is like already half a year ago, which again is terrifying. Why is the time moving so fast? Stop it. I was like 11 yesterday, and then now suddenly 17. That's fucked up. Have to pay taxes or something next year? I don't know. Nobody ever told me anything. I'm not ready. Bird. Damn, look at the bird. Bird doesn't have to pay taxes, I think. I wouldn't wish to be a bird though, because foxes are pretty cool. I'd really like to go next to them, but then they would like eat me, and that would suck. I mean, again, it should be a bit more positive. Fox would want to eat me because I'm pretty delicious. Theoretically, bird me. I'm pretty sure it tastes like. I think mainly wood. I think we could just cut me over. It would be a bunch of wood dust smushed together in a substance where my meat should be. But you know, it's just how it be sometimes. I've never been there. I never will. Sometimes it's nice to never experienced something, because you can think about it and think of the oh god damn it, the tripod that I actually glued to the camera. It's not cooperating. There we go. And yeah, I've forgotten what I was going to talk about. Right, never doing something because the thought of it might be better than the actual thing. I don't have any like real examples also of just not going through a particular way. Like, did I see my I'm like dyslexic in all the ways language could work. Writing, speaking, reading, and hearing. It just never works most of the time. Right, Christmas. Christmas. I was just like sitting with my family, having a surprisingly peaceful time, and I was just thinking about fascists. Like, I might have got my timelines mixed up here, but like this fascist documentary being like, I think it was called "What Is a Woman" or something. It's it's pretty transphobic, from what I heard. I don't know if I watch it. I want to give the transphobic people that made it any money. And you want to think about like these people. They're celebrating Christmas. Because obviously they're Christians. And I have to think about it. Like, they're sitting probably not right now because of time zones, and also celebrate Christmas on the 24th, and they're Americans. So anyway, they're probably going to sit someday around the Christmas tree with their family. And like they experienced joy just like that. I was pretty joyful that day, pretty jolly. I've got some cool pencils. And like, they're people just like me. And then I had to think about, but I hate these people because they're fascists. Do they think, or the people that they think in such a way? Do they also think about they might be sitting on a Christmas tree with the family? No, they don't, because they're fascists. And I think that's like, fascism's bad. The entire ideology of hierarchies and subjugating people is built upon pain and suffering, and that's bad, actually, surprisingly. But like, at that point I understood how truly disgusting for a person you have to be to believe that. Just like absolute dehumanization. Alright, happier subjects. I went outside of my house in a trash can. There was a festival not too long ago in my village. It's once a year. It was supposed to be once a year. Obviously, last few years didn't work very well, but this year it was. Saw in a trash can. And this was not like I like music, but I don't like fascism sticker. And I thought it was pretty something. And it was indeed something. Well, look at these trees. You cannot step on them. Believe me, that's an organism you cannot step on. I've tried. I failed. Let's talk about art. what is art? I personally been out of the again dyslexic, and like I don't really understand how language works, which is the reason why I don't really feel real sometimes, because again, biologically I'm supposed to think in words, but I can't, because words are hard and I'm not sure what exactly. So that's, I think, sometimes why I slip. I think, I hope. Oh god. My first anything, everybody knows that everybody's on it. Business. This isn't my first Eric. Let's talk about religion. It's a funny subject. Why, Gazelle, do you want to talk about that? I think that's what I called my channel. It's definitely my second name, but I think that's what I called it. I was called Hilda before that, which is my first name. I think. I'm not sure. Names are wacky. And again, words feel stupid, but also names aren't like words. Names aren't words, because you can't think in them. They can't be. Names can't die, I think. Like when they can like disappear, like obviously a name could be just become so obscure that nobody knows about it for like the rest of history. But a name didn't mean anything, and name only means as much as it as much as the person or object or animal or something that was attached to meant. And so names don't mean inherently anything. But again, oh no, battery. But yeah, and it's your ADHD is kind of funny. What is it? Anyway, here we are at my little shrine that I made. Not sure why. Last year on Easter, I just kind of did it. What's that? What's that? It's a mirror? Okay. Piece of nurture. And we have got a little shrine that I made here. Got out this pot. And this pot is holy because food I keep putting into it, it just keeps disappearing. And I think that's how a sacrifice to the gods works. Yeah, that it's the boars. Anyway, I've got these little that's what they're called. And exactly. Anyway, let's talk about the pantheon. Alright, I've done it. Well, gods cannot be named. I mean, you can't give them a name. I did. I give my gods that I worship here names. Let's see where I dance. With dance, I mean, I jump around and step around and. But that's about it. I don't know how to dance. Anyway, art isn't like real in the sense that everything's art, because if one thing could not be art, then nothing is art, because there's nothing you can not something that, because there are few ways you could or socially accepted where you could what you can call art. And for example, many people think that things that are useless but bring joy or another emotion are art. But that's not art. That's media. Media is not really useless. I don't think anything is particularly useful, except philosophy. Philosophy is useless. I don't like philosophy. Like, what's the point? Why I try to categorize existence itself can't
human brains aren't square, nature isn't square, you can't put a word on it, can't define it. And so trying with such things as philosophy to try to explain existence, and that's stupid. Like, religion did good. Religion had a good time. It's doing their thing. The religion magic, that shit slaps. I mean, I don't particularly believe in like this whole astrology stuff, but I also hate the people who make fun of people who are like into astrology. Mainly because I just showed you the shrine where I worshipped some gods that I made up when I was really depressed like a year ago. But I think religion and magic have a use, and that use is after like the death of religion, which I think started like, I mean, ancient Greece had like a bunch of philosophers, like famous ones in Rome, but because they weren't like that religious. I mean, they were religious, but in a way, most societies are like religious now. But then Christianity came and fucked everything up. But even in medieval times, you didn't have that much philosophy, or not a lot that I'm aware of, because they had religion. I mean, Christianity. Another slug! Wahoo. One I'm aware of. But they had like a lot of like, if you keep it to Europe, a lot of pagan traditions survived Christianization. And this were like usually practiced in like closed communities. And they're like, but then capitalism came and really sucked. Like, when we think about this, capitalism feels natural. The whole blah blah blah. It's easier to think of the end of the world than the end of capitalism spiel. But it wasn't like that always. Obviously, people didn't really like capitalism, so they brutally enforced it. And that included a lot of the witch trials, where they just killed tens of innocent women, tens of thousands of innocent women, and sometimes men. 2 slugs, wow. And also often children. I mean, what counted as a child back then was like under 14 or something. But even still, a lot of children as well. But mostly women. And just like snail. A lot of also mostly queer people who also just called witches or warlocks and then got burned. So maybe now it's not that bad. It might get worse, because again, fascists, but that's just how it be sometimes. That's just how it be. And yeah, because of capitalism and the witch trials, a lot of local religious church. Another slug! Wow! It's my lucky day! Just kind of died out. And then philosophy came into replace it, but philosophy sucks, so they couldn't. So I think, and that's why around like the 20s, like in between the war periods, astrology, as we think of it now, kind of started happening. So it's like another weird mystic stuff. And then 60s and hippies happened, and now it's just a bit annoying. But I still think it has some value in it. I think magical thinking is so much better than like, I don't know anything about philosophy. That's like a philosopher. There was nothing before, so I could ask you before. Freud. I think he wanted to have like sex with his own mother or something. And like for that, thousands of innocent people were burned to death. It's not worth it. Just scrap the whole thing. Philosophy, not even once. Gotta be normal, it's so normal. I suggest that we keep this informal, 'cause a normal human being will need to pretend to be normal. It's so normal, but I guess it's the least that yeah, to be normal. I couldn't be, yeah. Nice view. Come on, yes, come on, come on, It's a nice view. Let's just move to other villages. I can't. Again, the screen is very small. It's not the best camera. I think I'm gonna pause here. No, I'm not gonna pause. I'm gonna pause for me, not for you. Time isn't real because there's a spot I want to go to. It's down there, but I have to cross again the autobahn, which is pretty loud here, but you can't see it. But the battery is also kind of getting short. Yeah, that's a word that people use for battery capacity. Whatever. Like I said, words are stupid, names aren't real, time is an illusion, and I want to die. Well, I'm here now at a bench, table, and another bench in a tree. I'm not gonna show it to you, you're not allowed to see it. That's not usually a bench, I usually sit on a bench that's the other side of the table, but I want to give you the same view as I do when I sit here, which is myself, of course. And the wind is really annoying. I often come here to read many mangas because, again, really dyslexic and words hurt my brain and pictures are really pretty. It's time to go to a bridge over there. Again, you're not allowed to see it. Maybe if you're being nice, maybe you can see it later. But yeah. I actually like drawing myself. I think the last video that I uploaded is a little animation that I made. I got like a drawing tab. I have like a drawing tablet. Even though I don't like using it that much, I'm not that good at digital art. I try to do like a longer animation, not like a little test that I made. That one's fine. It's literally just 6 seconds of a little guy doing like. That's it. Yeah, I tried to do a long animation. I guess I technically did never stop doing it. I just had a really long time because of the depression. Yeah, but because I really love manga and that's mostly what I do when I'm not at home playing video games. I thought, hey, I like drawing. I'm not good at it. I'm horrible at it. Look at the video that I made about my drawings on people focusing drawings, which is that I made when I was in psych ward. I made a video about that. It's just about photographs. And those are like I don't have to put my legs on screens. To keep myself focused on the camera, which is fucks up my hair. But yeah, they're all horrible. Like they're better than most people can do. I know that. I know I'm above average, but being above average doesn't mean you're good. And it's just not quality enough to do your own comics, which is what I want to do now. I think I don't know. I had a lot of weird job dreams. I wanted to be paleolithic, dead animal studier. I guess not dead animal. Animals that were extinct like a really long time. I don't know if it's just extinct in general. Time biologist. Paleologist. Anyway, I wanted to do that. I just like a month ago, my parents decided we will go somewhere, and we went there for like 2 days. It was pretty boring. There was nothing there, but there was something there. The one thing that was in it was a big hole where they found like a bunch of bones, well not bones, prints from bones that were in the stone. Yeah, and I bought like a book there, like a scientific textbook they had in the shop there, and I read it. I got all the way through. Just the parts that sounded interesting for fun, talking about like really old trees or something. I can't remember it, but I did it because it was fun. Yeah. Dinosaurs were truly the first hyperfixation I've ever had. After that, I started get really into Pokemon, into the Pokemans, and now it's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I really, I truly have lost all sense of ever being a respectable person in your eyes. I can see that. I also read of JoJo here on this very bench. Mostly part 2. Part 3 I read mainly when I was in the psych ward. I got to go out one day with my family. We went to a city and I bought like all of the look at list versions of part 3 that were out that day. But then I got kind of tired of waiting till the German translations were all finished, so I just bought the English versions of part 4. Then I never read it because then my mother she was like out with her boyfriend like for a few days, and they got like a bookstore, and she brought me with a different manga series, and then I focused on that too much, which I'm not gonna say because that would be even more embarrassing than the JoJo thing. So I'm just not. Anyway, so now I'm gonna focus on that, and then I kind of stopped the whole JoJo thing because I kind of got taken out of it. Yeah, but that's what I mainly do here. Read, not look at the scenery until it's like because I usually go out late, and like I didn't do it over the winter obviously, but I did it through like spring and summer. And I usually get out to like 8 in the evening or 20 for people who know how time works, and so it's like really nice because I can see the sunset. But then when I finish, it's like already pretty late. I don't have a light on my bike, which sucks, but it's fine. Not a lot of cars. And then I have again small usually. Last time was pretty big. Breakdown over there, over the bridge. Again, not sure if you're allowed to see it yet. I also have no idea what else I'm supposed to do. I've took some more notes. It's wait a second. Alright. I don't have any notes, so I went through all my notes. God damn it. I hate technology. I don't know what to do with technology. I think that's the reason why I can't do digital art very well. going to die? Or they're going to die when I'm only life. They're going to die. I've been listening to music this entire time. I'm not sure if you could tell, but it keeps my brain focused mostly when I know what I'm gonna talk about, which is pretty rare because again, not sure how words work. Sometimes it's nice just to try to quiet. My thoughts come back again, so you have to do something. So okay, you lost the sea bridge. That's trash. I'm not sure what that got here. I'm not sure if you can see it. Here we have a hole. Not allowed to go in there anymore. Not after the frogs threw me out. I wanted to ask for the bones. But here's the bridge. Isn't it cool? Can't see it from here very well. But because it rained, there's no water there. So it was summer, was really hot. It was this year. It was like 3 weeks ago. It was really hot. And then I drank out of there. Oh well, it was the other side of the bridge. But yeah, this is the bridge. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Wow. But yeah, something like here. And I walk up to that field. It was last time. So I walk up to the, and then I was like, oh. And then I did that. And then I walked a bit more. The moon was there. And then I was like, oh, why, mother? Why have you forsaken me? Speaking to the moon. I didn't say that. I thought that because the sound of my own voice is singular. Stupid English language. Why do you exist? Nobody likes you. And then broke down, screaming to myself inside of my head that I'm alone and I will die alone and nobody ever liked me anyway. And then I looked back at the moon and was like, why, mother? Why have you forsaken me? And then I went back home because it got cold. And then I looked at the moon while I was like, why, mother? Why have you forsaken me? And that's just how it be sometimes. I have a perfectly healthy relationship with my parents. Thank you for asking. A car, probably put on camera. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's another bridge. Man, this world is amazing. There's simply not enough bridges. But it could be one day. That is my dream. Put it drawing one day so that I can make money with it and not starve to death. My parents never will throw me out because I'm not worth keeping around, let's be completely honest here. I'm a horrible person. I ate like so much grain and stuff. You think I own it? No, I don't. I just stole it. I'm a filthy thief. Thieving my way through the fields. I've committed multiple crimes already. Just like hour and a half that I've been on a walk and somebody should kill me now. I just remember there was another bridge. But I didn't film there, even though I wanted to, because again, this time it was about the bridge. Because again, I'm a horrible piece of shit and I don't deserve anything. Why are you watching this? Like theoretically, if you hear these words, you would be watching this, including you, and that's just a bit sad. Like, you're probably in a way better situation than I am. Are you making fun of me? Numbers wise, you're also probably an adult, because most people are an adult, and that's just a bit sad when you're watching this now. Like, go have sex with your wife or something. I think I'm having a breakdown again. Why, mother? Why have you forsaken me? The moon isn't there, I can't scream at it. And my mother isn't there, so I can't scream at her. I never scream at my mom. She usually screams at me. It's a nice flower down there. I'm not gonna pick it because it would kill it. And I think murder is bad, actually. It's another car. I'm gonna look at it. Not. Do you think that another person in there? The car looks fake if I'm there. That's a bit scary. No, I don't. That's not familiar. Let's get close. What if you could hear? First, I looked at the car and the person looked down to me, and then I just looked them into the face. I couldn't really see the eyes. Not that I can't actually look people in the eyes without having a breakdown. My mental health is fine. Why? Thank you. And then they just looked at me when I drove. And that was really uncomfortable. And again, I don't know if I recognized the person because it was very, very dark and I saw like half of the face. But they were like that part. That's it. Sradadadaduh.